Hey guys, what's going on? It's Travis here, and it's a beautiful Saturday. This is going to be the video that a lot of you guys have been waiting on because I'm doing a full review of the LC500 after my ownership experience, what I've done to this car, what I plan to do with it, and what I like about it and what I don't like. Yes, there are some things I don't like about this car. But first, we are going to head over to Jotech Motorsports. I got to get these front tie rods put on the car and get the front end realigned. And also stay tuned because coming up, we're gonna do a lot of POV driving in the LC500. Should I keep this car or should I get something different? And I'll explain that later on as well. All right, for you guys that are on the Facebook group that said, oh, these tie rods don't leak. Yeah, those seals bust. See that? So yes, factory tie rods can go bad. And once they go bad, it will pure alignment and you will need to replace them. But thankfully they're not expensive. 140 bucks. They're not bad.
I need them. Okay. Yeah, right there.
Living on the edge. She's back. Cool.
So it's fairly loud.
Is it valve?
No.
Has it got the valve? Oh, okay.
I took out the, it came with the valves, right? But I just.
Yeah. So it's not remote or like the Army tricks. Okay. Because you had Army tricks. Woo! Oh yeah.
Not bad.
Still deep, but loud.
Yeah. It saves like 60 pounds or something.
Wow, really?
It's not even a titanium one, so it would save more if I was titanium.
Woo! Look at this front kit again. God, that's a beautiful C8. Let's get on here for the YouTube. Nice, man. Dude, this is a beautiful spec. This is all the carbon. I know y'all, the McLaren C8, the LC. I'm going McLaren all day long. Woo, that's nice.
Going for a ride in Kenny's new 20S. My first ride in one of these things.
You see the dash, it moves.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic. The wing goes up and down.
That's not factory wing though, is it?
No.
Yeah, okay.
It's 2 inches longer.
2 inches. That 2 inches makes all the
Makes
difference.
a big difference.
What's
That is nice.
It's about 2 inches longer.
2 inches.
Does your wife approve of that?
Yeah, I told her.
Oh, okay.
Park it next to the old Yamaha. This is fine.
2 inches matter.
Ah, 2 inches matter. Gary, you need one, bro.
I do.
You need one.
I don't need a house. I need a car.
You need, yeah, dude, forget a
You
house.
can't race a house.
You can live on your boat.
Yeah.
The efficiency on the
Man, if I
water.
was single, I probably would. Kenny, you gotta help me here. I feel like
There's a button.
somewhere. Okay.
New McLaren owner problems right there. How do you open the door? I'll be safe now.
Yeah. Hopefully not another story.
Okay, you can stop now. Let's all get back home safe.
Gary's coming back with more stories. What do you think? Oh!
Well, that's better than a double shot of espresso.
He said his hair stood up, so lightning might strike him.
Really?
Dang, dude, this sounds so mean.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
Can't hear anything.
No, it sounds.
It's
It sounds really good.
my ears. I'm on the dyno so much I can't even hear anything anymore.
All right. Another fun day at Jotech. Tell you, man, this place never disappoints. Good to come out, hang out with my friends for a little bit, and yeah, now we get back on car vlogging. It's freaking hot. Auto. Let's get some auto. All right, let's get the seat coolers. I need those. So this LC uses a trackpad for everything up here. So I click on here. I'm gonna go here to the seats. There we go. I'm gonna turn both of them on. The LC is not as loud as a McLaren 720 pushing 1,000 horsepower, but it's all right. It's okay. I could already tell the front end feels so much better. I can just tell it was like the steering it just had a little bit of a loose feel to it. Kind of a little wobbly, and I'd go over bumps, and it would just kind of move the steering wheels. Once I found out it was a tie rods, I was waiting for them to come in, but I was still driving my car around. I could tell. It's like the front end was just, it was like that steering wheel would just be a little loose like that. But we got it fixed. I'm happy. Let's roll. So let's talk about the LC. Why did I get the LC500? You probably saw some other videos. If you are new to my videos, then this is going to be new to you. But this is a 2018 LC500. It's a touring. It's not even a performance package with a carbon fiber roof. I wanted that car. I wanted the carbon fiber roofs. When I was buying this one, I just could not. I was ready to buy one, and I couldn't find it. And me, sometimes I get impatient. I didn't want to wait, so I just went ahead and got this one because I had the vision already in my head. I actually had it on paper of what I wanted to do to it, and it's all good. The carbon fiber roof wasn't going to make any difference. I didn't want the four-wheel steering because I knew I was going to be putting bigger wheels on as well, so I don't care about that. After having this car and not having the four-wheel steering, that has not made zero difference at all to me. I haven't noticed it. I never feel like, dang, I can't weave in and out of cars or traffic or something because I don't have four-wheel steering. As I mentioned before, I got the LC500 because of its to me, I fully truly believe this is going to be a future classic. I do. I think it's like a Japanese hot rod. It's a V8 naturally aspirated. It's not the fastest car, and when you get into doing cars, we get really jaded because of YouTube, that we're all like, oh, 1,000 horsepower, 1,500 horsepower, 2,000, and it's not always about the fastest car, right? You can turn anything, for the most part, into a really crazy fast car, all right? That doesn't change how well built the car is and how well the car designed and everything about it. So with the LC500, I think this is a future, it's a classic for Lexus. What is Lexus? Lexus are high-end Toyotas. And even within Lexus making a high-end Toyota, which is already known to be some of the most reliable cars on the road, hands down, and then you have the sports car-ish, the Grand Tourers, like the LC500. So with Lexus, the cream of the crop, the most sought-after car with Lexus would be the LFA. The LFA is the crown jewel of Lexus sports cars. But I mean, now they're $500,000 to $1 million cars, and the values are just they're skyrocketing. And even then, they're not the fastest car by no stretch. There's other cars that are much faster, but they do have, it's a V10, has a very unique sound. It's probably one of the best sounding cars that a automotive manufacturer has ever built. It's high revving, it sounds ridiculous, and it looks very, very similar to the LC500. Well, the LC500 LFA is built in its own plant in Japan. So they build these cars in the same plant with the same team that hand builds the LFAs. So this is not, the LC500 is not built in the same manufacturing plant as all the other Lexuses you see on the road. That's why this car is very limited. They only sell roughly 2,000 of these LC500s a year in the US. So some things I love about this car, I love absolutely, is the finish. It's just like, man, there's no plastic anywhere. It's Alcantara everywhere. It's like Alcantara and vinyl or leather. I'm not sure what's what, but just the finish is so nice. It's like the steering wheel, everything about this car. I've had a lot of cars. I've never had a car that just felt this luxurious luxurious. I cannot freaking say luxurious. I can't say the word. You know what I mean? But I haven't had a car that felt like this. It's just very not everyday. Alcantara. See, this one does have the sunroof. It's not carbon fiber. I know, but it's all good. I kind of like the sunroof. It does not go up. It's just strictly a sunroof. It doesn't, like it doesn't retract. It doesn't pop up, which I like it because it's less likely to leak or fail. The sound system in here sounds really good. You can see how the room in the back. There is not a lot of leg room. It's like a back seat, kind of. It's a lot like the back seat of a GTR. Where you can stick kids in there. I can stick my daughter and her friend have sat back here. Excuse me, I'm spitting everywhere. My daughter and her friend has sat back here. You know, I can still, it's not, the only thing about it is they will bump their heads on that glass. If I hit a bump, they will bump their heads. And that's the only thing that really sucks, but it'll get you by, all right? It's not like just a two-seater and you're stuck. Like, it'll get you by. Another thing inside the car, the modes. So you have Sport, you have Sport Plus, and then you could go down to Comfort, and you could do Eco, which I don't ever do Eco. I rarely do Comfort. If you push it in, you could do Normal, and you control all that from these knobs, which is exactly like the knobs that you see on the LFAs. So the whole interior here looks very close like the LFA. You just turn this dial, boom. I'm always in Sport or Sport Plus. And again, of course, like the LFA, you can push this button and your tachometer mechanically slides over. And then when you're here, you could go through, you had different settings. You know, traction control, which you could do traction control on and off right here, but there's just different stuff that you can make additional settings. I really don't get in there much. I mean, it's cool to show people that, yeah, I could do this and that, but other than that, that's really the only time I get in there. But let's quickly, I'm gonna turn this car off, right? It's all push button, just like everything these days is push button. Let's open the door. Let's look at it outside. The doors. I love the doors. So the doors, these inlay, I don't know what you call that, but the frame inside the door is all carbon fiber, and it's forged carbon. So you have forged carbon fiber here in the doors. You also have it in the trunk, which, let's pop the trunk open. And up here, this whole trunk lid, this is all carbon fiber, forged carbon through here. This one does not have a spoiler or the retractable wing. You see the camera, backup camera. I am going to put a wing on here, and I'm glad it kind of doesn't have a retractable wing, because I want to put my own wing. And I don't want to have this like double wing thing. It's just, no, I want this looking super clean. The doors, this is all Alcantara, very, very nice and smooth, very heavy doors. I mean, this car, now you talk about it being heavy, man, it is a heavy car. This car's heavy, but it's craftsmanship. This thing is just solid. I love the looks of this car. Can't tell me another car for 60, ooh, wasp. Can't tell me another car for like $65,000 that looks as good as this. You just, it's no, you won't do that to me. Lock the cars, doors, door handles, they hide. I like that. Nice touch with the Lexus emblem on there. Let's go around real quick. I love this grill. I love the, they call it a waterfall grill. I am an artist, I'm a designer. Okay, I've been doing it all my life. That's what my degree's in, that's what I do for a living. And the design of this car is what I'm just so attracted to, because I think it's such a beautiful car. Like, it is, in a design element, like, this car is stunning from every angle. It's beautiful. I love the headlights, which I do have a yellow tint on mine, but you have this light that comes through this is your daytime running light, which actually comes through your headlights. And then you have your 3 headlights, which I don't know if they still are, but at the time, these are the world's smallest and brightest headlights of any car manufacturer, which I think is really cool. And they look super sick. When it's not just one big bulb, it's 3 little headlights that are recessed in this housing. And then again, you just have this nice distinctive look here. I just love this car. I'll come over here and you can see even the design inside these, inside the case here, it looks like a little repetition of the Lexus, but you have that texture in there. Just, I mean, everywhere you look, just the details of this car. The side mirrors do retract. I have it turned off, but so you could turn it off and on to where when you arm the car, they retract and fold in. These air coolant, and they do work. Those are open, so this is functional air that comes in and hits on your wheels, so it cools your brakes. I think it cools your brakes. I'm pretty sure it does. But these are functional, so these are open, so you do have that airflow that comes in. The hips on this car, it just has such a beautiful shape. I love that it's very smooth. There's just not a lot of plasticky, you know, pieces that are all just kind of bolted. It's just like, this car is just so smooth. And it's beautiful. The taillights to me just have this almost like a snake eye look. It's really cool because when you're behind the car, it's like a mirror. And it's not until you turn the car on, then you see when it lights up inside, but it's like a holographic mirror that the lights just keep going, which I just love that look. It's super, super distinctive. Has, you know, large turn signals, which I like. And that's why I truly believe the values of these cars are going to go up. I believe it. I believe it. Because all this electric hybrid, V8 hybrids, just all the stuff that these manufacturers are doing, I certainly feel like, you know, you got a V8, people are going to want V8s. And if you haven't driven a V8, go drive a V8. And it's not always about speed. If I want a faster car, I could have bought an M4 or M3, but it's not always about speed. It's always about which car is faster. If I want it faster, I'll just go buy a cheaper car and put more money into it, and it's just I mean, it'll blow the doors off this, but that's not what it's about. It's not what I want. All right, so the LC500's hand-made, around 2,000 sold in the US per year. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a YouTube video where in the plant where these are manufactured, they only build like 20 of them a day, something like that, 8 a day, 20 a day. It was some super, super low number like that, and that's it. Only the certain amount of trained mechanics build these cars, and they're all hand built, which is just pretty awesome. If you know anything about Japanese manufacturing, it's just the stuff they do, it's amazing. They're very detailed, and nothing is just slapped together. So fit, finish, everything is just second to none. And that's the thing about this particular car that I just absolutely love. And I think for the price, you cannot freaking beat it. MSRP on the LC500, I think they start around 100,000. It's like 100,000, and they have some like a bespoke builds and stuff like that. They go up to, I think it's like 115,000. But you could pick up a used one, a 2018 LC500 for $60,000 or $65,000, in that range. And that blows my mind, because I understand, you know, the prices depreciate on these cars, but I cannot think of another car in the $60,000 range that is better than this. It's not. You can look at Mercedes, BMW, anything. Yeah, you can get faster, you can get more horsepower, but we're talking about just the longevity, the look, and the way it's built. I can't think of anything. And trust me, I've done so much research, and that's why I got the LC. But that brings a good question. If you're buying a car in this day and age and you're in that $60,000 range, what would you buy? What would you buy as your daily driver, And I don't mean just I got $60,000 laying around, I want to go just put it, buy a car and stick it in the garage. It's a daily, reliable, daily driver. What would you buy? I like to hear it. And the mods on this car have been very minimal. I mean, I did wheels, tires, I lowered it, and I did a body kit and just some headlight film, and that's it. That's all I've done to this car, and it looks freaking amazing. One thing about these cars, most people who have LC500s are like some businessman or some lady, you know, some rich lady who's driving around, and they're not customizing LCs. So downfall is that there's just not a lot of performance stuff that you could do for the LC, but it's all good because, you know, you could do so little to this car just to make it look really, really good. You're not having to spend like a whole fortune just to really, you know, you're just like accessorizing, I guess you could say. And it's just a very, very clean looking car, and it turns a lot of heads. I get stopped all the time asking if this is a Lexus LFA. And the LFA is $1 million car. No, this is not a Lexus LFA, but for you to think that my LC500 is an LFA, man, that's a win. So let's go around. So far, I do have the Nia body kit. I love the body kit. It bolted up really easy, and I bolted this entire kit up by myself in my driveway. Very easy to do. So it just replaces the factory bolts, and then you do have to do, you will have to drill in some little support screws, but they're very, very easy to do. And it dropped the car. It is low. Like, there's no lie. This car is low now, but it looks so, so good. I have the Ferrata wheels. These are 22s on the front and back, and 22 by 9.5s. These are 22 by 11s, and I have the 305 30s in the rear, and the 265 35s in the front. Of course, I did the headlight film, which some people love it, some people hate it. I like it. I just like having that pop of color. It's the designer in me. It's, as an artist, you know, you just have this black and white, very stormtrooper looking, but you just got this pop of yellow in the headlights. I just like that look. It just stands out. I do want to do the chrome delete, which I will do that sometime. We'll do a chrome delete, and I mean, that's it. That's all the mods that I have on this car. So, and exhaust. We have to do exhaust. And I'm hoping once we do the exhaust, and I don't know what exhaust I want to do yet. I want to straight pipe it, but I do have neighbors, and I crank this thing up in my garage, and it's going to just wake up the freaking neighborhood if I straight pipe it, because it is a V8, naturally aspirated V8. Sounds so good. The V8s have such a deep rumble. If I'm going to go with the valves, and unfortunately, it just costs so much more money. You know, you're talking about going from a, you know, you could do a fairly easy custom straight pipe for not much into easily $4,000 or $5,000 exhaust. Okay, on the next video, I'll talk about some things I don't like on the LC, but I gotta do some things today. I gotta clean my smokers and grills. Man, I'm over here cleaning my smoker. I haven't cleaned it out in a while, and it's dirty. So I got a power washer, and I power washed the crap out of this thing, and now I'm burning it out. But as I'm doing this, I heard there's a car show like down the street. I gotta drop what I'm doing. Let's take the camera, let's go see what kind of car show this is. I think it's just one of these kind of general car shows, but I don't know, let's go check it out. But yeah, if any of you guys like the barbecue and you think you got a good smoker or a cool little pellet smoker, man, what you know about that? I'm not even cooking anything today. I'm just burning, I'm just cleaning. So that's the intake to the smoker. It's all just a wood burning smoker. All the racks. I mean, while we're here, let's give you a little tour of my big girl. These are all the racks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks in here. I need 2 hands to close this, so I'll do that in a minute. All right, but let's go check out some cars. This is totally impromptu. I had no idea this show was going on. So I'm not even part of the show. This sucks. The neon green Lex. I'm like parking in the spectator parking lot. So let's see what's out here. I have a feeling I'm gonna get inside and be like, damn, I wish my car was in here. I already wish my car was in there, show. Ah, it smells so good.
Is that right?
All right, so this is my neighbor Jake. This is his truck. All right. This is Jake's pride and joy.
Sure is, that's for sure.
Heck yeah, man. You start him young. So clean.
You're broke early.
Yeah, exactly. And you will be broke early. That it does not stop. Even the detail in the headlight, that's a beautiful car.